Hello, hello. So I thought I would come on and do a quick video, a little snippet of a video here, and I'm going to show you how to make this pocket. Now, anytime I show you anything, if I know who or remember who taught me, I will definitely drop their name, but I don't know where they got it from. If I do, I will mention it. But I love making these little pockets, and I just showed this in my mushroom journal flip through. So if you haven't seen that, go to my playlist in Laura's Handcrafted Treats and Treasures, and you will find it there. And I just love making them. They're so fun. And I finished them off and cut all these little tiny mushrooms out of pages and put what they were with it. That was so fun. So I did that in my mushroom journal. Like, it's going to be like something I do, and I think every journal. Here is my secret garden. And then this one, I didn't leave the side open, so you can tuck a tag, you know, or paper down in here. But this one went great with just the tags that came with the kit. So anyway, yeah, I love to do them. Here are some that I did when I first learned how to do them. And I have used them in journals. I'll, you know, I think we tend to hide things and then forget we did it, and then I'll come across it. So I have an event coming up this weekend, but after that, I really want to get organized and have, you know, files of pockets or tags. Or I'm a pretty organized person, but a lot of times I'll get things done and I'll stuff them somewhere and forget about them. Anybody hear me out there? Yeah, I'm sure we all do that. So I'm just going to try to get a little more organized. So I learned this from Gail Augustinelli, and I want to say she learned it from Corey Dahman. I could be wrong, but I think it was. But Gail was the one I watched. Gail, just look up Gail Augustinelli, and you will find several things. She's got lots of videos. So I just got out my paper pad. This is just an old paper pad I've had, and you can see I did use it in this one. And let me see. I'm just gonna repeat that one again. I think, if I can get it out of there. And then, let's see, what else do we want to put with that? Let me see here. I don't know why I don't get into these paper pads a little more often. I do have a lot of these, like 6x6, 4x4s, all these tiny paper pads that I really need to start using up. So you can adjust the sizes, which I did, and you can do this with not just the scrapbook paper. You can do it with a digital download. You can do it with book pages, music pages. You know, you just let your mind go wild. I'm sure you can find lots of material that you can do this with. So see, I made that one a little bit smaller, and this one came out to 4x4. And this one is 4.5 by 4.5. So basically the panel is 3.25. And then if you think about it in terms of this panel going all the way down, by 4.5. Once I got these done, they were a little bit bigger than the books I want to put them in. So I decided to stick with 2 and 4, or yeah, 2 and 4. So you're going to see me do that. I think it works better in my journals, but make it whatever size you want to make it. I'm sure if you made a great, you know, 8x10 journal, you can just get bigger paper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 2-inch by 2-inch. And then I'm going to do 4, which is, I don't bother opening it up because I know if I go right to this is my Cricut cutter. I love it. If I go right to the edge of that, I know it's pretty much 4. I'm not going to fuss about it too much. Yeah, it's 4. So 2-inch, 2-inch, 4. And then I have 2 pieces. Of course, don't throw these away. These can always be used in clusters, or you can find something for them. And then on this one, and if there's a direction, I mean, it doesn't really matter with this paper. There's not really a direction. But if there was a direction, like in this one, I made sure papers were facing the way they needed to face, I think. Oh, maybe I don't think I did. Anywho, so I could go ahead and just cut my 4-inch here and then do my 2 and 2 and then have a long strip. So if I cut my 4, and that would actually give me, yeah, almost another 2-inch strip. So I'm going to cut 2-inch and 2-inch. So the weather's starting to get a little bit nicer. I'm so excited. I need to get outside and start getting some stuff done, but I thought I would throw this video together super quick. And it looks like I got a little bit of a straggler here. Okay, so now what you're going to do basically is you're going to take your 4 pieces, and this one would go over top, this one goes over top, and then this one would go underneath and over top. That way it creates pockets. So you can paper clip all these together, get them straight, and then go to your sewing machine. But I felt like I needed to glue it down a little bit. So I'm going to glue underneath here and here. So I'm just going to kind of move these apart because I don't want to mess up my pocket and I don't want to mess up this pocket. So I basically just get my glue. And you can put little dots of glue if you're going to go sew it. I don't sew them all. And if you're going to ink it up, now would be the time to ink it up. But I'm just going to do this one as is. So I'm going to put some glue on this end. And then I'm not going to go quite all the way up. But I'm going to put this, yep, that's right, here. Okay, and then that way I'm going to have my pocket right here. Okay, now I'm going to take this one. This one is going to go over top. Now this is what I learned right away. Like, don't try to butt those up, because when you go to put your last piece in, it sometimes is a little wonky. You can always trim it off, but it doesn't really matter. It's going to be covered enough. So now, because I want a pocket to go here, I'm going to glue underneath here and here. And it took me a while to figure, you know, like to be like, okay, brain, which way do I have to glue so I'm not gluing the pockets shut? But once I laid it out and just kind of worked that way, it was much easier. All right, so we're going to glue that one down. And now this one will go here. So what I'm going to do first is just glue this and get it stuck to that. And you can always go back underneath and, you know, apply more glue if you need to. But I'm just going to put this here. I'm going to try to line it up. And this one I'm actually going to put down a little bit more. Oh, wait a minute. I don't have it right. Oh, see? This one has to go underneath, so I'm just going to switch sides here real quick. You see what I almost did there? See? It happens. And then I have a little bit sticking out, but I'm going to go ahead and trim that out. So now, because this is going to be a pocket, I want to glue these 2 edges down. So now I'm just going to lift this up. And like I said, if you're going to sew them, I didn't tend to put a bunch of glue. You don't really need it because it does hold it down. And then I'm just going to take my scissors and I'm just going to trim a little bit in here. And there you go. Now you have pockets on either side. And then, of course, out of your strips, your little extra strips, you can make your tags. And you can make them, these are a little bit short. Once I got them done, I thought I want them a little bit bigger, a little bit taller. So I started making other ones a little bit taller so that it kind of filled up the whole space. Now, I also learned that when I put them in a junk journal, and let me measure that tag for you. That's 1.5 by 3. So make your tag whatever you want. I think you could even make it, I think 1.5 is good for these smaller packets. If you make it bigger, you can make them bigger. So when I put them in a junk journal, I noticed right away that I got a little bit of resistance when I would put it in as a pocket and then I wanted to slide something in there. I got that resistance and I didn't want that. So what I do is I grab another sheet of paper. Let me see if I have one here. I try to make it a little bit of a more of a lightweight piece of paper, and I just cut it down to size, and then whatever way I want my pocket to lay, I literally just glue as close to the top as I can, and I kind of just glue the top, put a little bit, doesn't matter. It's going to stick. Where's it going to go once you glue everything else down? And then I would put it in my album so that when I went to put my tags in, I don't get the resistance anymore. So I hope that was helpful and fun. And like I said, at that point, you can decorate them. You can sew them. You can decorate them, and you can put, like I did, you put the little, I put the little mushrooms, or I might punch holes and put some raffia or something in them. But they're super fun, and I like to have a bunch of them done because I really, if I would have been remembering I had these, this could have went in the Secret Garden journal. I wouldn't have even had to make one up. But anyway, I hope you have fun and try it. Give it a try. Check out Gail Augustinelli, and I don't know, it's probably way down in her playlist because it was quite a while. I don't remember the name of it, but it was quite a while ago that I had seen it. Now, the next one I'm going to do, next short I'm going to do is, yeah, of course I can't find it. It's one that I do by Camilla Crafts. Camilla. Yeah, I think it is. Her name is Julie, and I love her stuff too. So that's going to be the next one that I do. And make some pockets. Have fun. Make a journal. Have a great day. Bye.